Good afternoon, everyone. Ma'am Florence and classmates. Today, I'm gonna tackle or start discussing the Module 3, Lesson 3, which is all about the school head in school-based management, or the acronym of it is SBM. First, I will define the meaning of SBM or school-based management. School-based management is the centralized management initiative by developing power or authority to school head, teachers, parents, and students. So, because of the Local Governance Code of 1991, Republic Act 7160, which aimed is to establish a system that every local units like provincial city, municipal, and barangay or smaller unit sector of the society can have the benefits of the allocations of the resources or to control the responsibility of the basic services to the local government units. Or the local government units are given more power, authority, responsibilities, and resources as what I've said. So, and one of these is the school-based management. Going back to the meaning of SBM, this is where the management is transferred by the local offices like the DepEd Central Office, regional offices, division offices will allow a school to manage or make a decision to have a control responsibility about the budget of school, the personnel, the curriculum, or to allocate the resources effectively to achieve the goal of the Local Governance Code of 1991 Republic Act 7160, which is to reach and improve or enhance the local government units. So in SBM, in Philippine schools are given more power for the purpose of learning and development of the learners. So who are the people involved in SBM? So these are the people that is involved in school head based management. First is the school head or principal, the teachers, the students, parents, and other community members in school. So the group of people that I've mentioned are the one who takes the responsibility to decide the budget for school or the problems in school that needs to be addressed that needs an action. So to understand more the school-based management, let's explore the activity that is provided in the module. So this is the situation in Mabuhay Elementary School. So let's read this one. Mabuhay Elementary School had a very low mean percentage score, or the MPS, in the last grade 6 exit examination. Pupil tardiness and absences are rampant. Truancy is another problem as pupils cut classes because they spend their time playing video games in the computer shops nearby. Absences are also very rampant. Children claims that they are told absent by their parents to do the rice planting and harvesting. Feeling helpless, Miss Maligaya called on teachers, parents, and leaders of the community for a meeting. In the meeting, she presented the problems of the school and asked for the help to improve the school performance. There were many suggestions given below. So, this is the questions to answer to solve the problem of the situation in the Mabuhay Elementary School. First is, what problem did Mabuhay Elementary School have? So, the problem of Mabuhay Elementary School is the result of the exit examination score of the grade 6 pupil, which is very low. Maybe it is because of the reason of tardiness and absences of the students. They cut classes to play video games in computer shops, wherein Miss Maligaya is very concerned. So she called for a meeting of teachers, parents, leaders of the community for a meeting to address the problem about the students' wrongdoings. She presented a simple matrix of the problem of the student. So this is the simple matrix that she presented in the meeting. It shows it shows the problem, the cause, the objective, the activity, those person that is involved, the resources and need, the time frame, and the output or the expected outcome. Then the next question is, what is the advantages of involving others in addressing the problem? So by involving others aside from the teachers like parents, leaders of the community, even students, they will know how the problem really affects the academic performance of the students, how to address it, and what are the things to be done to prevent the students' absences and tardiness, like not allowing those students to enter computer shops during class hours, or it is really important to do the duty or be responsible as one of the people who is involved in SBM. So let's proceed to the SBM and the principle of subsidiarity. Wait lang. So SBM and the principle of subsidiarity, it is a state that is people at the lowest level who will know best their problem and so are in the best position to address the same. This tenet holds nothing should be done by a larger nor more complex organization, which can be done as well by a smaller and simpler organization. In other words, any activity which can be performed by more decentralized entity should be done by a decentralized entity. So as an example of SBM principle of subsidiarity, let's base it on the situation in Mabuhay Elementary School. So, diba, what happened in the school of Mabuhay Elementary is that they are having a problem of those grade 6 students, rampant tardiness and absences that greatly affects the students' performance and school performance. So, who first figure out the problem of school? So, the first one is the teacher, si Miss Maligaya. So, this means na sino man yung tao or the first person who will know the problem in the school is the teacher. And that's the time na yung teacher is i-address sa principal yung problem ng mga students sa school to create a solution, and the solution that they came up is to have a meeting of the parents, teachers, and other people in the school community to inform how the students' tardiness and absences affects their academic performance and what solutions can be done to discipline those students. So based in the example, ang meaning ng principle of subsidiarity is hindi na kailangan pa umabot sa mas malalaking organization or offices like DepEd division, DepEd offices, division offices, regional offices, if kaya namang i-address ng mismong organization ng school yung problems or yung mga activities, kaya namang i-manage lang mismong school or smaller units of organizations like the SBM. Next is the advantages of SBM. First is the redirect resources to support the goals developed in each school. So one of the advantage of SBM is redirecting the resources to the needs of school. Unlike if yung bigger organizations will be the one who will allocate the resources to smaller units, there would times na the distribution is unfair or it is equal but not equitable. For example, if yung budget will be based on the number of the students in school, not on the needs of the students. But if the SBM will be the one who will manage the resources, they will know how to properly allocate the resources in the school, because going back to the principle of subsidiarity, diba, the people who is in the lowest level who will know best their problems and so on the best position to address the same. So in SBM, they know what should be done, what things needs of school and students to support the goals for the development of schools effectively with efficiency and transparency. Next one is they lead to realistic budgeting as parents and teachers become more aware of the school's financial status, spending limitations, and the cost of its program. And so in this way, as what I've said a while ago, na the one who can know better the problems and solutions in school are the people at lowest level. So therefore, people behind the SPM is the one who can make a best decision of a realistic budget of realistic budget for schools needs, because they are more aware of the financial status of the school, or the funding, the spending limitations, or the cost of programs in school. Next is improve morale of teachers and nurture new leadership of all new levels. So, since teachers are the one who facilitate the school-based management organization, they possess leadership skills. As they are the one who facilitate the SBM, they improve more their morale as they become confident, enthusiasts, and more disciplined as they become a role model for their students too. Next is school empowerment. So, in school empowerment, this is a school empowerment as it wants the school to become empowered in different aspects, in teachers aspects, students aspect, and in school aspects. It is very important that that school is competent and strong, so that it also applies to the people in school community. So next is this results in a sense of community school ownership, which makes the school realize its vision and mission. And so as SBM have an authority to decide for the development of the school, they sense an ownership. Aside from that, they have also the capacity to attain the vision and mission of school, as they have the responsibility to manage the school. Next is problems and needs at the school level get solved faster, and specific personalities and cultures are taken into consideration. The problems and needs of school is solved faster because it is easy for them to know the concern or issues or problems that is happening in school, in way they can take action immediately as they have the power or authority to do something. Aside from that, they can easily consider the specific personalities and cultures, as they know well more the people in the school community. Last is in SBM, the schools take the responsibility to plan and implement their school improvement plan. So SBM, the schools takes the responsibility to plan and implement their school improvement plan. So in SBM, they have the responsibility to do something for the improvement of school, which they create an SIP, or school improvement plan, which the purpose is to provide specific interventions of the school problems, problems in school like problems in school, problems in classroom facility or facilities, or creating programs like feeding in school and other things that can improve the school community. So let's proceed to next slide, the legal basis of SBM. The Philippine Constitution provides the progress shall enact local government code will institutionalize a system of decentralization. Article 10, Section 3, whereby local government units shall be extended more power authority. The Local Government Code in 1991 is a fulfillment in this constitutional provision. In Philippine Constitution, Article 10, Section 3, this is where the local government units extended more power authority, which means decentralization should be done. So instead of putting all the responsibility to the LGU, in this constitution, the responsibility is transferred to a smaller unit like organization of SBM or other smaller organization to effectively or to fulfill the purpose of this constitution, which is to manage or to have a control of smaller units of sector like schools, to address faster the problems or activities and properly allocate the resources. The Republic Act 9155, Basic Governance Act, sorry for the wrong spelling, mistype lang yan. Basic Governance Act transfer the power and authority as well as the resources to the school. So Republic Act 9155 is also known as Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001. In this act, everything should be done with transparency and local accountability. Since the power of authority is transferred to smaller units like individual schools who have the power to decide the budget of school, transparency should be included as the school head has a potential in achieving a higher learning outcomes or make the school empowered by having a school-based management. School empowerment is based on the assumption that the school heads, including teachers, key leaders in the community, parents know best the root and solution to the problem. So school empowerment, as what I've said a while ago, that the goal is to become empowered in different aspects, in teachers aspect, school community aspect, students aspect, as its goals is to pursue a life with opportunity for everyone. Teachers are the key leaders to attain empowerment. Teachers are the one who can know easily the problem and the solution to the problem. By the SBM organization, we can achieve school empowerment. So that's all, everyone. The next reporter will continue the module 3 lesson 3.